Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Well, Nat and I decided to go up in elevation, and we're up in a place called Putapa. We were here 2 years ago, I think, and we stayed in a bungalow on another hill. But we're looking for a place to put the tent today. But we're already not real thrilled about this. It's all hill tribe people, by the way. They all sell clothing and indigenous fruits and vegetables and things. But anyway, we're not real thrilled with how they deal with trash and maintain their environment. So anyway, but we're looking for some place to put the tent. And as you saw coming up here, we've climbed really high in elevation. So we went down out of the mountains and it was warm. Nat said, oh, winter's over. Now we've climbed back up in the mountains, and Nat's saying she needs a big coat. But anyway, before we drove the van, Rippermobile in here, we thought we'd peruse around ourselves walking, because this is real, these are steep hills, and it was already straining to get up here, and so I didn't want to pressure it anymore. But that hill over there is where we stayed before. Way over there. I don't know if you can see that.
I think they have the tent already, not sure we have space for it.
Yeah, and that's saying they already have all the tents set up, so finding a place we can put our own might be a challenge. And the national parks all had pretty decent bathrooms. I'm not sure about these people's bathrooms. In fact, there's the bathroom on the back of the building. Can you see that, Nat? The sink? Yeah. Anyway, we're not sure what we're going to do yet, but we're going to look around. So we've decided on where we're going to try and check out. We're going to try and go all the way over here, and up there on this little hill we see some tents. So we want to see if we can drive up there and see about putting our tent up there. So we're out of here. Well, we made it. Nat's going to talk to some people in the house. Big old cross up here. Huh? Oh, the price is up here? Uh-oh, the look on her face isn't good. Scary? Huh?
For us,
Wow. Wow.
we take the tent come any October from February. The one lock, one space, 300 baht.
So 300 baht
Yeah.
for the night.
They have warm water.
Where do you see 300? I don't see 300. Oh, the bottom one. And Wi-Fi. They have Wi-Fi. Yeah. So 300 baht?
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad. Can we go up and look?
Right.
Wow. Wow, the views up here are incredible. Now, all these are hill tribe people up here, the Hmong. Wow, check this out. That's where we were when I was telling you we were going to come over here. Way up over there. Way up over there is where we were. At the top up there. I was telling you we were going to come over here. But anyway, incredible view. Hope I didn't kill the Rippermobile. These roads are really hard on it. This is just incredible up here. I can guarantee it's going to get cold. Yeah, let's go around the other side of these tents and check out the view. Wow, check this out. Gorgeous. I don't know if you can see off in that valley. Way down there. It's sort of hazy, so you can't see where the land stops. Well, how's the bathrooms?
Okay.
So how much do they charge you if you use one of their tents? Do you remember on the sign?
No.
No. Here's the bathrooms. I see a sit-down toilet, so that's a good start. Here's where you shave and brush your teeth. Here's where you relieve yourself with a view if you need to take a piss. At least you got a good view while you do it, right? Wow. Yeah. Shower. Toilet. Where you going there, Nat? Like a billy goat out on these little tiny paths. I don't know about pulling all our stuff on this little guy. These aren't big enough for our tent. Wow. Nice, huh? What a view. All right, it's a done deal. Tent is up. Took us about, we're good at this now. We're professionals. Took us about 15 minutes. Got all our gear up here and everything, ready to go inside the tent. We can cook dinner and everything else. The Chinese contingent looks like it's either coming or go upcoming. They're going to stay in these little bungalows down here. So that's going to happen. And it's shower time now. It's the sign said hot water in the showers, but we've deduced that that's probably the little bungalows that they rent as well. We don't think there's going to be any kind of hot water in our camping showers, but if I shower right now, it'd probably feel good because we schlepped all this stuff and the tent and everything up this hill. Took us about 5 or 6 trips. So right now a cold shower would probably feel pretty good. So it's starting to cool down. The sun has actually gone behind a cloud and it's giving me an indication of how cool it's going to be tonight. So I'm going to shower up. Nat's already in the shower. And then we'll probably sit back, enjoy a sunset, and make a little dinner. Back at you soon. See ya. Welcome back to TIMyT. Nat's on the phone, so we haven't got too far in the cooking department yet. But we've showered up and enjoying the sunset back here. What there is of it. It got cloudy. But this is an indication of actually how cold it's going to be tonight. Because it's only 5:30 and it's already getting cool. I need to put a jacket on already. And they probably grow strawberries in TIMyT also, but we got these when we were leaving
Cow
Cow caw. And if you've watched any of my videos over the years, you've said, I've told you, Thailand does not have sweet strawberries. The only place I got sweet strawberries was when we went up in Samung, right? Is that how you say?
Yeah, Samung.
Samung. On the motorbike, and up there in the mountains above Chiang Mai, they were sweet. But we stopped and got these. Let me show you if I can get out here. Hold this. Get out of my just chilling chair. Check these guys out. Man, these are some good strawberries. Want my? Are they sweet?
Yes.
Yeah, they are. Oh, man. Those are really, really good strawberries. So, is this going to be our dinner? And she's laughing. I don't know what that means. It could be a yes, that could be a no. But now that you're off the phone, I think it's probably a good idea while we still got some light.
Yeah.
Are we going to build a fire to stay warm tonight?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
I see some charcoal around here, some coal, maybe some people...
Where we take the wood? I don't see.
Yeah, I don't know. Not a lot of wood up here. But it's going to be cool, for sure. I don't know how much longer we're going to be outside the tent, so we probably should cook and fix our sandwiches, or I think we need hot soup.
Mama.
Mama with strawberries?
Yeah.
Yeah, tom yum strawberry.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, we're going to cook up some food, then warm up. And I'm not sure if we'll be talking to you again from Putabat tonight, maybe in the morning. Because she's already bundling up. Look at this.
Good, we showered already.
Yeah, it's good we showered already. Yeah, but you're going to have the scarf on soon, the panda hat. When she gets all geared up with the panda hat and everything, whoa, your hands are freezing. Then you'll probably get a view of that too. But anyway, I'm going to enjoy a couple more strawberries, but let's start on dinner. All right? Yeah. Well, it's a really, really, really nice time of day. Check this out. Sun's going down, and all the lights are coming on the hillside. So it's really, really nice. Gorgeous. So did you sleep okay last night? We're making our coffee in the tent with our great view, right? Too bad we don't have a house with a view like that, eh? So, did you sleep okay?
Not sure.
You're sure. You're sure the answer is no. So why didn't we sleep so good last night?
People drink and loud and open the song.
Yeah, people were drinking, they were loud, and they had the music playing, right? Yeah, open the song.
1 o'clock
Huh?
to 1 o'clock.
Yeah, 1 o'clock, Nat finally did the right thing, and same thing we did. Where were we? Did that before in that little park? Up in the...
Lom Dang something.
Yeah, something. At 1 o'clock we politely say, hey, you know, it's 1 o'clock, people are trying to sleep. And they were okay then, and, you know, they were probably for another hour, they were talking a little bit, but the music was off, they were quieter, and then they went to bed. Number two,
Too loud on the road.
yeah, we're right over the top of this road, and that's not an issue, really. It's not a problem. Yeah, I'll show you. The road really isn't a problem. You know? And there's steep elevations, so cars are going up. Yeah, but some trucks are really loud. And yeah, actually playing music out of some of the vehicles as well. But the normal actual vehicles, like what's going up and down now, are great, not a problem. Regular motorcycles, not a problem. But when you get a motorcycle with that loud exhaust pipe, you hear it starting here, And I can't even zoom all the way across there, I don't think, with this lens. But all the way, you hear it going all the way up there on that hill. You're going to hear it. And it's loud all the way over here. So I don't know how many kilometers that is, but that noise travels kilometers and it's still loud on this side. So that jeopardizes some of our great sleeping. And I think one day enough people will complain about this loud exhaust. I told Nat this. I think it would actually reduce the amount of deaths and injuries on the highway, because the young people that have those, the only way they make noise is when they accelerate. So they're always trying to accelerate to make it loud. So I see them speeding and accelerating in places they really shouldn't, just so they can get the sound of the noise. So I think if they actually started fining them on the spot, 200 baht, you know, and they got fined 2 or 3 times a day, they would take the thing off and go put a regular one back on. But anyway, so today's plan is eat more strawberries, drink more coffee, and what else? There was some place I looked at. We might go check out the national park, which we've never been into here, right, Nat? Which we could do. But from the gate, how many kilometers did they say it was? 27 kilometers just from the gate to go see what it would be like when we were camping. But there's some tents. Let's see if I can show you this. There's some tents. Now the lights on this side were the lights of this local community, and they were bigger lights, not a lot of them. But if you get to the other side, this hillside over here, there's some tents sitting up there on this hillside, and you look off at the cities real far away. They're like stars, the lights. So I think we're going to go over there and see about setting the camp up there. I think it would be quieter. But Nat and I are really rethinking this whole thing about camping in private campgrounds like this. Because at least in the campgrounds, the national parks, they have rules about that noise and stuff like that. So you'll get less of it. We have encountered it before, but we get less of it. So we'll probably check that out over there anyway. Not many people over there. But we'll also, I think we'll go check out the park and see about one more night in Putaput.
Yes.
Because it's beautiful. Yeah. Waking up with the clouds floating by.
Cold.
Cool or cold? Yeah, cold. They also had Wi-Fi here, but it wasn't very strong. Yeah. It was really spotty. Oh, and there is hot water in the shower. Nat hasn't seen it yet, but I did. The urinals on the back of the bathrooms. I was doing my thing in the urinals, and I saw a tank of gas, and I looked and saw it went into one of the shower stalls, one of the shower rooms. So I looked in there, and sure enough, there's a gas hot water heater. So I've used it this morning, and it was great. What a difference from that frigid cold water. So anyway, Nat's gonna probably test the shower, yeah, test the warm water. And then we'll continue to enjoy the view. Maybe even get some lunch out, huh, Nat? Yes. And we'll be back at you soon. Well, Nat, we didn't make it too far into our cooking breakfast or lunch, did we?
Yeah.
That's no, we didn't.
No, it is.
I always get a negative question wrong. Anyway, yeah, because it was so cold. And we only really had cold food. The only warm food we had was little boys eating ice cream, though, so maybe this doesn't matter. The only food we had was instant noodle soup, right? Mm-hmm. And I had some instant jok. Jok is like rice porridge. Mm-hmm. And we didn't really feel like either one of those. So right down the hill, we were staying right up the hill here. Yeah. Right down the hill, there's this restaurant, which isn't very cheap because I'm paying 100 baht for fried rice with shrimp, right? And you got stir-fried basil, kapao, with pork, and that was 60 baht, which is still good. It's only $2, less than $2, and with a somtam Thai, which is papaya salad without the fermented crab or the fermented fish. And so that's the deal. And then what we're going to do is that road that I was looking at yesterday, there's that road right there that goes out. So we're going to probably check out that road. And it's interesting, right below us here, this restaurant. I don't know if they're associated with the restaurant or not, but they have these little like camping cabins that are tents. And they're on cement, but they also have a little balcony and everything, but they're like semi-permanent structures, which is interesting. Like they had these manufactured just for here. And yeah, we'll go check this out, see what it's like over here on the corner. And we're not sure what the national park here is like. We don't know if there'll be a view or anything when we get up there, right?
No, I don't check yet.
Yeah, maybe we can check online and see if there's some pictures, photos, or something like that. It'd be nice to get into a park. This seemed like there weren't many people out there last night in this new one, and so it might be quiet. And the park, we know, should be quiet because they have the rules. One thing I failed to mention to y'all is when we were coming up here, it's really steep roads. When we first turned to come up this highway, they said you couldn't get up here.
Yeah.
They had the arrow to Putapa, and then they had a piece of paper over it. And then once we turned, we saw something like you couldn't go. So we asked some people. They said, yeah, you can go. So we came. But I don't know. We'll try and overlay some video because I know we have some. Apparently they had a landslide or an earthquake that shifted the whole land. The road, it wasn't even anymore. You'd come to a part of the highway and it was like this, and then the rest were down like this. It was like something happened, and so I guess they're going to try and fix that. But we could get through and get up here. Does the weather here remind you a lot in Vietnam?
Cool.
Yeah, this is like summer or winter in Dalat. This is like summer in Dalat. Yeah, it's like summer in Dalat. You're up sort of high in the clouds and stuff, and it's cool. Winter in Dalat's colder than this, right? Yeah. But anyway, that's what we're doing. We're going to get some food and chow down and then do some exploring and see where we're going to end up tonight. Right? I think Nat's just about to the end of her camping experience. I'm not sure. Because I said, what are we doing today? Are we going camping? Or she says, or go home. And it's like, so.
You don't have the high mountain already. You go down to the mountain.
Yeah, we've been moving further south, and we've got to the point like, but this is high mountain. They were running out of national parks and mountains. Yeah, once we leave here, we're not going to be too many more high places. It'll be cool. Anyway, that's the deal. We're going to eat and see you in a bit. พูดนิดหน่อยได้ไหม
อยากรู้ว่า
ผมไม่เข้าใจ
แล้วค่าฝรั่ง500นี่แล้วถ้าเป็นคนจีนอะไรเงี้ยเหมือนกันไหมคะนักท่องเที่ยวเหมือนกันหมดครับเซม
อะไรคนจีนเหรอ
จีนเซมนักท่องเที่ยวเงี้ยเหมือนกันหมดใช่ไหม
ไม่มาเที่ยวผมเคยอยู่ที่ดีมีไอดีมีแบต
เนี่ยครับเขาบอกให้เงินเต็มเลย
ไทยเดนติค่ามีอันนี้ที่นี่อันนี้มีไทยบัตรของอันนี้ไม่ไทย driver's license ไม่ได้อันนี้ married คนไทยมีเมียคนไทยไม่แต่มีบัตรไทยได้ That's what it says.
I show them already. They're not fine. ขอบคุณค่ะ
All right, well, we gave it a shot here. About they want to charge 500. How much for you? 40 baht for her, 500 for me. Now, usually they'll do this because I've been here so long. Speak Thai, have a ID card in Thai, but it said on the paper, even if you've lived here, you got a Thai wife and Thai driver's license. No, but they didn't say anything about the ID. It did say Thai ID, and that is a Thai ID that I have. It's not a citizen ID. I'm not a citizen of the country. But anyway, you know, it's a choice. I'm not angry about it. I think I'm disappointed that somebody that lives here, pays tax, does everything just like Thai people, don't get the benefit of going to a park at the same price as a Thai person. I can see travelers coming here on vacation or something, but... And what about people over 60?
And for Thai people.
Because people over 60, it's free. So anyway, there you go. Some days you get the bear, some days the bear gets you. Okay, well, by now, if you've been following my camping trips for the last couple of years, you've probably come to the conclusion of the type of camping that I prefer, which is more remote, quiet, natural, not a lot of people. Guess what? I found it. Check this out. We went to the park and they wanted to charge foreigner prices, which would be, I think it was, how much was the foreigner price for me in the park? 500 baht. Which was an option. They said, well, we can give you like half price or something. And it's like, okay, well, I told Nat, let's go ahead and look around, see what we can find. It's always an option we can go back to. And it was a long way from the gate into the park, and we didn't really know what we would get when we got there. Did it have Wi-Fi? Did what? You know, we don't know. Didn't even know if it had phone service. But we perused around, and I found my ultimate campsite. All right, Nat? I'm a happy camper. This is how they came up with that term, happy camper. There's the van. There's Nat. Here's our view. Check this out. Yes, I'm still turning. Yes, we're still checking it out. Yes. Yes. Yes, and there's the van again. That's our 360-degree view. This is incredible. I found my camping. I'm going to ask Nat if they want to sell this piece of property. We're up on the top of this hill, 360-degree view, and it's attached to this little resort with bungalows here. The bungalows were how much? 1,600 for 3 people? 2 people. Songpan, Nungpan Ho? 1,500 for 2 people to stay in these little bungalows. Not these little tents here, but for these bungalows. And they're really pretty nice little things. But, you know, we like camping. We like being out here. This is the perfect place for me. And that's worried some people are going to come and stay and fill this up. I don't think that would happen, but you never know. We're sort of off the beaten path. You can see the road that got here was pretty long. We had to come down this mountain and everything, and we're sort of at the end of the road here. But this is great. And I don't know if you happen to notice when I spun this around, a light, which we probably wouldn't use, but you know what that meant, right? That's right. Look, a power cord and a power outlet. I got power to charge up my phone and notebook and stuff. This is incredible if we can get power out here. And the bathrooms over here have, you guessed it, hot water showers. This is like ideal. Now you probably think, okay, well, how much did they gouge you for? Nat, tell them, how much did this cost us?
100 for one person.
100 per person. So 200 baht for us to hang out here. And they have a little store. They don't have a lot of stuff in the store, but they have a little store and a little restaurant. And look, Nat just came up with, oh, this is perfect. Look, they have the clothesline too. Look at that. This is Will they sell me this little piece of property right here? All I need is this little piece right here.
Now you can go out.
And we'll pay rent. I'll still pay him rent even though I own the property because I'll pay for the electric and the gas for the hot water heater and electric out here. And put our tent up and the van. Well, the van's the office. Here, I got this all figured out now. The van is the office and place to store stuff, right? And our transportation. We'll get transportation. I'll get a mountain bike. 250 Honda mountain bike. Yeah. Now this is starting to sound really good, right? Like that motorbike I showed you. Yeah, we have one of those. The van stays here as storage and office, right? And we'll run power right to the van and put our standing room tent here. And with my 2 chairs, look, we have the 2 chairs. That's it, done deal. Every once in a while, go into town, get food. Would you be watching my vlog if this was what I'm vlogging about every day? This to me is retirement, though. I'll tell you what, this to me would be retirement. My retirement package. Done deal. Just put me up here. I don't know where the closest immigration office is, but hey, maybe far away, huh? I don't know. They probably have an immigration office here because of the Hill Tribe people. I see immigration signs everywhere about reporting illegals or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. You know the drill now, right? They know what's going to happen now, right? The tent goes up. So, I got to help Nat. Nat's already getting busy. But I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. Anytime we go camping, we're coming here, Putaput, in the winter. See if we can get some snowflakes, some frost for Nat, and she'll be 100% complete with this camping gig. All right, and look, we got the Chetty, Nat, our view of the Chetty up here on the mountain. Can you see that? Over there, way over there, somewhere? Yeah, cool. All right. Too bad we don't have some shrimp for the barbecue, huh? Yeah, next time, right? Okay. All right, time to set up. Good news in the camping department. Good thing we got some supplies. A lot of instant soup. So here we were talking about the showers, having hot water. They're sparse, but they work great. Sit-down toilet with a bum gun, some people call it, the sprayer. And check this. This is the Fisteristan hot water. This is gas hot water. Now usually if you're inside a home, you vent out the top, but the whole shower is vented. Don't need to worry about that. But boy, is that awesome having hot water. Well, as I was saying, I'm in paradise, right? Well, Nat will tell you, one of my pet peeves, one of the things I think I disapprove of most in a lot of Southeast Asian countries is the burning of the fields. Now I know in Hawaii and stuff like that, they burn sugarcane fields for many, many years and things, but I think it's a pollutant. I don't think it's really a good thing. There's other ways to manage crops, and I know there's, well, I won't even go into it. But why am I telling you this today? Because guess what? It's 5:30 on my day of paradise on my hilltop, and guess what? Look at this. They're lighting the whole hillside on fire. Can you hear it? Luckily, and I'm saying luckily, the wind is blowing that way and not blowing it towards us. But this, whoever's lighting it, they're walking up the road and lighting it all the way up the road. Crazy, huh? Hopefully it won't burn long and the wind won't change directions. Arrgh, not good. This is Thailand. I just find it so cool watching clouds drifting by. I don't know, something about that, being up in the clouds, huh? Cool. Literally cool. It's nice and cool here. Yeah, a cloud going right by right here. I don't think you can see that on camera, but it's drifting right by. And we've had our morning coffee and Ovaltine. I have no idea what time it is. Nat, do you know what time it is? No, we haven't had a watch on for a few days now. The guy that's like, I guess the caretaker or owner or something, he came last night. It was funny. There's actually a junction box that was out here, but it was down the hill there. And I said, wow, when the lights come on around this place, they're going to turn that light on. Junction box. There was a little fluorescent out here. And so that's what happened. So I had everything plugged in, charged. And the guy came out, and I was embarrassed, sort of. But he added another cable and cord so that we could get the light, this fluorescent, closer to the tent. And he says, might be an eye, which means never mind, it's okay. Plug your stuff in, charge. So I did that, and we were charging. And we ate dinner, finished dinner, and then all of a sudden we got in the tent, and guess what? It started raining, right, Nat? Yeah. And then it started raining harder. Then it started raining longer. And we jumped ship. You know what jump ship means? Means what? Yeah, it means when you're jom, sinking, jump the ship. And it wasn't because the roof was leaking, although it was really weird because there was one spot right over my head that had a drip. But there's a canopy that's waterproof, and then the roof is waterproof. I have no idea where that one drip was coming from. But anyway, we started to accumulate some water around the edges, and so we jumped ship. I wasn't sure how much longer it was going to rain, and I didn't want to stay up monitoring it, so we sort of put everything up in the tent that we could put up, and then moved to sleep in the Rippermobile, which is interesting because we've been out for a while now doing this camping, and we hadn't slept in the Rippermobile one time. We've been in the tent every night. So it was real interesting to be in the tent one night. It's funny, when it first started raining and my stuff was charging, I thought, oh, it's only going to rain for a few minutes, and there were these tarps laying here. So I put it over my stuff, and oh my God, all the dirt and everything fell off on all my stuff. But anyway, we've had some coffee. I'm not sure if we had breakfast or brunch. What's your guess, Nat? What time do you think it is?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. Let's go see. See if we had breakfast or brunch. Let's see. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Wow, it's late. So we're going to wander. I'm going to take a shower. Hot shower. And Nat, are you going to take a shower this morning?
Yes.
Maybe. Nat's not a fan of jumping in the shower and coming out when it's cold. And when the sun comes out, though, it's nice, right? It's warm. Then the clouds come in and it's cool, right? Yeah. Great. I'm not sure if our towels are going to dry today or not. This is a great camping spot, huh, Nat? Yeah. We're going to look for a store?
Yes.
And maybe pick up some supplies or something? And that's it for today. We also have some banana trees down here, but the bananas aren't ripe. Wow, what a great view this is. Awesome. All right. That's it for now. Shower time. Well, we've opted to get something to eat
Yes.
at the restaurant here at this resort. You know, it's not cheap though, right? I think each dish, even on rice, is 100 baht. So it's not cheap. But
That's not online, that's only the food.
oh, that's not on rice, so we're not sure how much it's going to be on rice, which is what I ordered. I ordered
กะเพราไก่ไข่ดาว
basil chicken on rice with a fried egg, not cooked, overcooked. And you got what?
พริกแกงผัดพริกแกงหมู
Pork with red curry.
Yes.
Yeah, on rice with a fried egg. So, and they told us there's actually a market where we could go buy some chicken or shrimp or something like that in case we want to cook ourselves. What kind of music is this? Is this Hill Tribe music?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, Hill Tribe music.
Chinese, I'm not sure.
Yeah, Chinese music. Now, one thing to keep in mind is, I mean, even Nat, at her age, you all grew up with no electricity and went into, we have, you know, phones now that'll talk around the world without wires. Amazing. To go from such primitive life into what we have now is amazing. And the Hill Tribe people here, they've been living without electricity and everything. They went from really primitive just recently to now they own all this land that has become conducive, we say conducive to tourism. Because of their life, because of where they live, now people say, I want to go see that, you know, and it's different than the cities and everything. So, but these people have been really friendly. The guy last night, I thought, oh, he's going to tell me, what are you doing, plugging in on, charge your stuff, it's okay. So, but anyway, we're going to get a bite to eat here in the clouds. The clouds are drifting by. Can't dry anything. That's the downside of being in the cloud. Can't wash anything and dry it. In fact, I put up a little towel and it got more wet instead of more dry with the clouds going by. So that's interesting. You can see people driving. I'm not sure you can see people driving down the hill there. But anyway, the bathrooms are great having the hot. When people say, what do you mean hot water in the bathroom? It's gas hot water. I mean, they're primitive bathrooms. They're not real nice. They're not tiled or anything. But with sit-down toilet and hot water, it's perfect. Feels good too when it's cool, right? The hot water. So there you go. We're going to get a bite to eat. They're cooking up our food. And then we're going to take a little ride, see what's available around the area. And then see if we can get a price on a month. And come back when it's hot. Well, we got through eating lunch.
Yes.
Lunch was 120 baht. A lot of food too, you know? A lot of food. But now we're going to head off to the market. See what's around in the neighborhood. Well, Nat, here we are in the village trying to find the market. And the Hmong village is celebrating what?
New Year.
Yeah, it's their New Year. And as you can see, their costumes are really, really colorful. I'm going to put Nat in one of the costumes and see what she looks like as a Hmong. How do you say Hmong? Hmong. And so anyway, we're going to try and find food for sale here. Somebody said they sell it in the market, but it just looks like trinkets and clothes and restaurants and stuff, but we'll keep looking. But very interesting, huh? They got a concert that's going on and lots of people in colorful outfits. Very cool. So just a little bit of an update. Wanted to let you know our meal today was 120 baht. And I think that's like $4, less than $4 if I'm not mistaken, at the exchange rates today. So it was a deal, even at this resort, even in the middle of nowhere, up on this mountain. They could gouge people. We pay 20 baht for a big bag of ice, which is 60 cents, something like that, 55 cents US. So it's okay. So we can stay cool, keep our food cool. We can eat if we want to eat in a restaurant. and it's not expensive. They rent like these barbecues you see down here, and they sell coal, and you can go buy chicken or shrimp and barbecue up, or have a what we call mugata. Mugata is like a barbecue. Anyway, so that's the deal. Oh, if you're wondering how high this is too, I never can see. It's always hazy, so I can never show you exactly how far down or how far up we are, how far down the city is. So on this side, it's way, way down there. We're at 1,400 meters, I think, which is 4,400 feet above sea level. Those are rough estimates, but I know we're at 4,400 feet. And on this side, we're not quite at the top. As you can see, there's resorts, and where we camped the other night is up there as well. So that's really cool. And if you're wondering, what are you doing for power? At night, they do turn on the power for us. And we have a fluorescent light if we choose to plug it in. And I also have the power outlet that I showed before for plugging things in. So at night, at sundown, they fire up the power. And I hear a generator run all night. And I'm not sure if it's here or somewhere else, because there is power in the kitchen area and stuff during the day. So I'm not sure how they're getting that, if they're running off of a generator. But there is a outlet out here. So after sundown, I can plug everything in and charge it up. But during the day, check this out. I have a little solar charger, and this will charge 12 volts if I want it to. So I just switch it over to 12 volts and plug in. It's got a little cigarette lighter adapter. I'm sure you can see that there. Cigarette lighter adapter. So 12 volts is coming out. Plug that in, and then I can plug my USB stuff right into it, like my phone, and keep it charged during the day by solar. It doesn't produce a lot of electricity, but it's good enough to keep us running. So just wanted to give you those little updates. So I'm going to charge up my phone and do a little work. A lot of people ask about the Rippermobile. It's really trashed out right now because we're sort of living out of it. But I'll give you a little glimpse. We have the wardrobe here. Keep our clothes and all sorts of other stuff in. We used to have a sink and stuff in here, but we've taken that out. And so where we used to have the sink, we now keep the cooler here, and we put in another container with a cushion on it, which expanded the bed for me. There's actually a chemical toilet under this box here. There's a chemical toilet. We don't really use it hardly ever. In fact, we never use it because everywhere we go there's toilets. But in case of emergency, or if we were really remote, we have a chemical toilet there. In fact, I saw some campers that had a little miniature tent, little square thing that was high that you could put a toilet into if we were camping and wanted privacy. But anyway, that allows my extra foot room on, or leg room on that side, which that used to be all I had. But once we took out the sink, we put this box in with a cushion on top, which now when the table goes down allows me to have 3/4 of the bed longer for me. Nat doesn't need that really because she's shorter, but then we have the cooler, which we're going to upgrade the cooler to be bigger because that just doesn't handle it for the amount of fresh food that we consume. And this is how it's set up. In case you're wondering, it goes up into a, it's sort of like living on a sailboat here. Goes up into a table where I can do my work during the day. We have all our power outlets down there, which run off of the 220, runs off of an inverter and a separate auxiliary battery. Then we have some 12-volt plugs that we could use as well. I need to replace the battery. It's about 5 years old and doesn't really hold a charge anymore. So I'm going to do that. Curtains we can close. Once that table flips down, or we take the support out, table comes down, and these side cushions fit in there, and it's a big bed. So that's the Rippermobile, how we have it set up. We got dual air conditioner, one for the back, one for the front. Windows that open, which now are very rare in these vans. That's why I haven't upgraded this van. The new vans have very few windows that open, and none of them are in the back like this, because once these open, I can sit in here and do work or sleep, and you got the ventilation coming right across the back here, which is very pleasant. And then we have magnetic screens that once these are open, I just slap those onto the side here, and it keeps the mosquitoes out when it's cool, which is very pleasant. But now that we have our standing room tent, this gives us a lot more room, and we basically sleep, and if it's windy, cook inside there and everything, live out of that during the day, except when I'm doing my work. And then I basically have set this up, and it's a mobile office for me to do work in. So pretty cool, huh? So that's what we're living out of while we're out here. And I just thought I'd update you, because we're coming to an end with this little camping series for this year. So there you go. Well, Miss Nat.
Yes.
It is almost time for us to finish our 2018-2019 camping trip.
Yes.
Wow.
You sad?
Huh?
You sad?
Yes and no. There's always good things about everywhere and things we do. But it's nice to get away in the winter, get cool weather. Mm-hmm. And we've gone a lot of places.
Yes.
Right? Mm-hmm. We went through, first to get our canopy for our standing room tent in Lame Pim.
Yes.
Then to Nong Ki to see your family.
Yes.
And then we started camping. Tell me where we went.
พูแลนด์ค่ะแล้วก็น้ำหนาว go to เชียงใหม่ we stop เชียงใหม่ go to ห้วยน้ำดัง and we go down to ลมด้ง
Lom Dong.
yeah my favorite go to แม่ยม go to ลำน้ำน่าน go to ทุ่งแสลงหลวง and go here ภูทับเบิก
Wow.
a lot
A lot, yeah. So, which one we'll start out with, which one did you not like the most? My chop, Tisu.
ไม่ชอบที่สุดเหรอลมด้ง
Lom Dong, and that was because?
people drink too and too noisy
That was the one up at the lake kind of thing there
yeah
at night. Yeah. Then we came down and went to the lake. I mean, the river there. It was very nice, right? Yeah, we enjoyed that. Which one was your favorite?
favorite เหรอชอบหมด
The one with the people singing all night? Chop
no
all night.
ไม่ใช่ I'm everywhere not that
Yeah, but yeah. Why? What do you like? What do you like about camping? Thai people now like camping a lot. It's become very popular. Why do you like it?
different where we stay
Mm-hmm.
quiet cool good view good air
Mm-hmm.
have to do all the time energy ไม่ใช่ all the time แล้วก็put the tent or cooking
We're always busy doing something, right?
Yeah.
And we get a lot more exercise when we're camping than we do when we're at home.
walk down mountain
Yeah. And we're in nature. Nature being nature with the trees and everything. That's good. You like that, right? Yeah. Well, it's been interesting having all our YouTubers come along with us on our trip. I hope that you've gained some insight into what's available. If you're into camping and being in nature, we try and give a little bit of a glimpse into that and what our experience is. We only slept in the Rotu, the Rippermobile, one night. The rest of the time was in the tent. So that was good. But to give you an idea of all the things that are available if you come to retire in Thailand, doesn't mean just retire and do nothing. There's a lot of things to do in Thailand. And visiting the national parks is one of the great things. We have marine parks, we have mountain parks, we have waterfalls. Hopefully they won't get charged 500 baht.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, and you don't have to visit the national park. There's also private waterfalls that you can go to, and campgrounds and things like that. Like, this is one of the best that we've been at, and it's private. We're going to go see how much it is for a month. But you got a lot of stamps in your national park passport, right? Had a good time?
Yeah, good time.
Yeah, pretty good. I hope you all have had a good time. I just mentioned about not becoming complacent when you're retiring and getting out and meeting the people, just like here. It was new to us, even for a Thai person. We're in the Hill Tribe people, around Hill Tribe people. We've been a couple places where there were Hill Tribe people, and they're different than Thai people. And so even for Nat, it's an experience getting out. So if you're with a Thai person, significant other, and they probably never seen a lot of these places that are part of Thailand, even though Thailand's not so big. Most Thai people haven't seen a lot of this.
Yeah.
So take your significant other out and experience Thailand. This is great. I mean, last couple of days sitting here in the clouds. Wow, watching the clouds go by. Oh.
I stay in the heaven.
Yeah, it's like staying in heaven. That's right. And I'll tell you, it's something that I think everybody should do for a number of reasons, is to get away from all the distractions. Now, I've still had to do the videos and a couple of things, but if you can come to some people say, oh, I'd never be able to do that, for a number of reasons. One is it's primitive. The showers were cold up until the time we got to Putapurt. The showers have been cold. But I'll tell you what, there's some guy on the internet, on YouTube, that talks about every morning, and he's like old and he's great shape. He says every morning he gets in a cold shower. He says it's really healthy. Now, don't get it too cold where you go into cardiac arrest or anything, but he says it's very healthy. So in that respect, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I don't know. But when I got the hot shower here, there was something about it not being cold. It's like, because it really does wake you up in the morning. But come and experience that and get out in nature. But if it's too primitive, we've been to places they already have tents put up with beds in them. So you're like semi-camping, right? You're not pitching your own tent. They already have the tent set up. So you just, rent the tent, climb in, hang out, have a little barbecue shrimp or something, wake up in the morning, go to another one and do the same thing. There are solar showers. We have the solar shower. We tried it one time. It didn't work so good. So we got to work on that.
Better for me on up there.
Yeah, anything was better up there. It was cold, right? Yeah. But don't, and if you come to a place and you're going to camp and you're with other people, you'll be busy and you'll be socializing. And if somebody comes out on their own, say like where we are now, without any distractions, for some people that's a big challenge, especially these days with social media, Facebook, and being in touch all the time. If you go to a place like we did that has no phone, I had no phone service and no internet, you really, really realize how much you rely.
Don't have the watch too.
Yeah. For a couple of days I didn't have my watch on. And I was like, wow, Nat, this is really interesting, not knowing what time it is. We sort of went to bed after the sun went down, right? And got up after the sun got up, came up, and it was so nice. But some people will really have a challenge with not having the distractions in their life, like email and Facebook and messaging and all this stuff. And that's a good thing. Every once in a while, I really think it's time to reboot and come back to yourself and seeing if you can just spend time with yourself. Because if people can't sit with themselves, quiet, that's a challenge. But what I think is really good is for people to come back to center, get rid of all the distractions sometimes, and see how you feel with just yourself. Just hanging with yourself. If you don't like yourself, there's a problem. If you can't be just with yourself, then that's not a good thing. I think you should be good with yourself. And it also, when you get to that center and you can be by yourself, then that's a great place to be. And monks go up in the mountains and learn how to meditate and be by themselves and everything and get rid of all the distractions and attachments. That's really great. But if you really want to figure out how well you're doing, try and go back to society and stay in that place of being in the center and calm in the world down there. It's hard to be calm, you know. Just like when we were at camp, and it was like, no, we come to go camp, and there's people with the music and the phones, and we hear games, kids with the games, or kids watching TV, and it's like, oh man, it's hard to stay centered and just let it go and say, not been right. What can you do? You know, but in life we sort of have to.
Like you say, better cannot hear.
Yeah. I think it would be. I actually mentioned that to Nat. This is what she was referring to. I had a conversation with her about, because of all this noise in some places we go where we're going for peace and quiet. And I say it's noisy and everything, and it's sort of irritating when you're actually trying to get away from all that. But then I compare that. The contrast is a wonderful thing. I contrast it to what happens if tomorrow I went deaf and I couldn't hear at all. No noise. Like, listen. I don't know if you can hear that bird. If I couldn't hear anything, would I be happier with the quiet? No. I'd be saying, I wish I could hear the all those noises that bothered me. And so, got to remember that. So anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed our camping trip, coming along with us. We'll be doing it again next year. There's a lot more stamps in the passport Nat hasn't gotten yet. So we'll be checking some more places out, and I told Nat we should do a diary and talk about the places we've been, what we liked, what we didn't like, so we know where to go back to. Because we've been to Putabur before, and we found a better place this time. So going back to places you like, and there was another place we went back to.
Lam Nam Nan.
Yeah, at the lake. At the lake. We'd been there before a couple years ago. And we found a place above the lake, which was quiet, and next to... So, go out, check it out. Get back to nature a little bit in Thailand and enjoy it. And it's still inexpensive. We didn't spend hardly any money doing this. Sometimes our camp fees for you, me, and the tent and the van was only 100 baht or something. Yeah, it's cheap. And if you want to avoid the places that are 500 baht, you can do that. Or you can choose to pay it. For me, I think I'll say this at the end of this camping trip, and having experienced that and turned away from those places that were 500, I think Thailand's doing themselves a disservice. I think they're losing money. You know what I mean? Because the foreigners, I see online, I read a lot where foreigners say, I won't pay it. Not when the Thai person's 40 and they want 500 from me. It's not that we don't have the 500, it's that it's just not right. It's not fair, right. And so I think they're losing so many people not going to the park that if they just charge the foreigner 100, 200, they'd be getting money coming in. Instead, they're losing all that money by trying to charge a lot. So I think they're actually losing money by trying to do that. And I don't think it's a good thing. It's not good for how we foreigners look at Thailand and how it appears they just want the money, you know. And also it's not good for them because I think they're losing money by foreigners not going to the parks because they're too expensive. Not worth it. Or it's not fair.
I think the park, the popular, and he charge 500, but if not popular, charge for long 100.
Yeah, that could be too. Yeah, the popular parks are 500. But
good view, like that.
Yeah, the parks nobody wants to go to, they'll give us a deal. Anyway, thanks for coming along with us. I'm sorry the ending here was a little long-winded, but I just wanted to wrap this up and talk about how we've experienced this, what we liked, what we didn't like, and also try and encourage you to get out And remember,
always option.
yeah, so in your retirement, there's always options, things to do. Don't just sit around cities and your notebook and mobile devices and stuff. Get out. See Thailand. It's a wonderful place. The good and the bad.
Yes.
You learn a lot from both of them.
I learned too.
Yeah, we all learn. So for JC and Nat, hope you've enjoyed our trip, and we'll see you soon in some more videos. If you like what we're doing, remember, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments. Thanks a lot for coming along with us.
Bye.
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะบายบายภูทับเบิกบายบาย
Hey, JC here. My YouTube channel, retirecheapjc, is about helping retirees get from where they are now to where they want to be, which is usually a retirement in some place like Thailand. These days, there's a lot of reasons why you'd want to move from your home country to some other place. And we won't go into all those, but one of the biggest ones are financial concerns. I put together a document for you all. There's a link here and a link down here that you can download for free. And it's called The 7 Most Stressful Financial Concerns of Pre-Retirees and Retirees, and how moving to someplace like Thailand eliminates them. Most retirees are now worried about running out of money, or the increasing cost of health care, inflation, or just leaving their loved ones financial burdens when they pass. Well, all those are discussed in the document. Go ahead and download it. And then I'm going to touch base with you and talk to you about each one of these and why I think moving to Thailand eliminates those concerns altogether. So check it out, and I'll be in touch with you soon. JC out. Hey, JC here. If you like that video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel here. Also, we have another video up here you're going to be really interested in watching as well. And if you're looking for all the details of how to retire in Thailand in one place, plus a group of people to support you, check this out over here. Give it a click.